All right, good evening, YouTube. So, probably been wondering where I've been at. I've been sick for the last 2 weeks. When I was out during Mardi Gras, I came down with like the flu or something, and I was like in bed for like 2 weeks. All I would do is just go to work and then go home and go to bed. Just slept all day, every day. And couldn't make any videos because I was just nonstop coughing and didn't really have any energy to talk or do anything. And today it's like or yesterday was one of the first days that I finally felt good. And today I was like, you know what, I'm get back to it and start vlogging again and making these little podcast style videos. And today's topic is about removing negative people, toxic people out of your life. And the reason I'm talking about this is because while I was sick for the last 2 weeks, I was at home mainly, and not being a social butterfly, not talking to nobody. And one thing I noticed is that even though I was didn't really have much energy physically because of my health, my mental energy was phenomenal. And but what I noticed is, since I wasn't around negative people, just being negative Nancy's, Debbie Downers, Buzz Killingtons, they all got their nicknames. But just people who just like to complain all day about anything and everything. And since I wasn't around them people, I felt great, It kind of reminded me of this one time when I went camping. I went camping in East Texas with some Army buddies of mine. And it was during Memorial Day weekend. Well, anywho, we're out there. No cell phone service. So we brought our phones, but we don't have no service because it was in the middle of the woods. And we were unplugged from the rest of the world, and nothing really mattered. I think that's why people go camping, is to escape the world, and be with nature and stuff. But as soon as I hit the road and I turn on the radio and I'm listening, I hit the highway as I coming back home. First news story was about a mass shooting in some school, and I was like, damn, first news story back in the world, and it's about a mass shooting. And I was thinking, man, it was nice being unplugged from everything, because even though stuff's still going on, when you don't hear about it, it kind of doesn't it doesn't affect your mood, out of sight, out of mind. And that's how I felt the last couple of weeks. So I'm gonna try to practice this more with my everyday life. It's cutting negative people out of my life, because there's certain people that I know all day they watch the news, and the news, it's unless you're watching like local news, it's usually negative headlines that don't really affect you, and they're just trying to boil your blood. And I don't watch the news, unless it's local, and it's only just to find out like the local weather report and local traffic, like just things that are that I need to know so I could plan my day. Like if there's gonna be road closures, or like today there was a celebrity coming to town. Gwen Stefani was coming to town. And I'm like, okay, I just need to know what's going on around me, just so if I see why it's busy with traffic, I kind of know what the deal is, But other than that, or just like local crime stuff, just to know, be more on the lookout on certain things, But other than that, it's to me, I don't really care much for the news. But like I was saying, I know certain people that's all they do is watch the news, And when I encounter these people, all day they complain. They complain about anything and everything. And I used to just kind of tune those people out. You know, I let them do their complaining. But I noticed, like I said, since I was at home for 2 weeks, not hearing, even not being around them, I feel a lot better. And so that's what I'm gonna practice more. Is if you're a negative person who's kind of toxic, who all you do is complain, then I'm cutting you out of my life, you know. And I've done that before with certain people who, family members who I know all they want to do is bring it, kind of bully other people. And I know this is a thing with bullies, that they're usually not happy with their lives. And so the best way that they get happy with their lives is by making others miserable, people around them miserable. Miserable people love company, you know. And I'm not down with that. So I cut certain family members out of my life, and I'm gonna work more to cut in even co-workers or people in my everyday circles. Cut them out of my life if all they bring is negative energy, you know. If you could relate, comment on this. If you have people in your life that all they want to do is bring your mood down, you know. Well, anyways, I just wanted to make this quick video and I'm gonna give some updates on future videos. While I was sick, I was looking at some real estate downtown, and I found a couple places where I could rent out and have a studio, to have like an official podcast studio where I could interview people and stuff. So that's gonna happen in the future. At least when I get my 1,000 subscribers, you know, that way I could the money I make from YouTube, it'll go towards the rent, you know. So that's in the works in the future. And I was doing some research on kind of getting like a niche for my channel. And so I want to focus on certain topics that other YouTubers aren't, like male rights. It's one of them. Like there's a lot of talk about female rights, or what do you call them, feminist. But I don't disagree with some of the things they say, but I do want to point out that men, we face discrimination in life. And so I want to talk about those issues, because I don't really hear people talking about some of the issues that I want to bring up. Like for example, it's facial hair, or even having long hair. Like if I want to be a cop, I would have to cut my hair, you know. But if I was a woman, it'd be totally cool. You know, I was in the Army. The women can have long hair, but not men. So I feel like that's an issue in society where men are discriminated against. Just little things here and there that people don't know about, because either they're not men or they just don't really think about, you know. I'm gonna talk about that, immigration, or immigration rights, obviously, because I've been talking about that. Civil rights issues. I don't know, just give my 2 cents on certain political issues, you know, and not to be like one of those negative Nancys that just want to complain about everything. I want to offer solutions, you know, because some people just want to complain about something and not offer a solution. And but I always try to figure out a solution for a problem. And so that's one thing at least I could offer. I'm not just one person here to just complain about a subject and act like, oh, it's the end of the world, there's nothing we can do about it, you know. I'm like, no, there's usually a solution to every problem. Yeah, so that's in the works. Yeah, and I'll start making more videos now that I'm not sick. I have a couple in the videos that I made for Mardi Gras, but I didn't do a voiceover because I couldn't speak without coughing every few seconds. I still got a lingering cough. I got these little cough drops that I'm taking, but it's not that bad as it was before. I hate being sick. I don't know, like I'm super busy person, and when I get sick, it messes with my schedule, and it like puts me back from like weeks or months, you know, on what I was trying to accomplish. Well, I'm out here doing laundry right now because I had like a week's worth of laundry that I haven't, or like 2 weeks of laundry that I haven't done. And I love the laundry mat because it's you can get it all done in less than an hour, you know. Plus, it's a cool place to meet people every now and then. Yeah, anywho, that's it. I'll make tomorrow a video on racism, or what I call secret racism, and it's I'll let you know why I'm doing a video on that tomorrow. All right, YouTube. Till next time.